In the rhythm of the American workday, it's not uncommon to see someone soldiering on through a cold or a cough. Despite their sniffles or fatigue, the work continues. This scene plays out across offices, factories, and retail stores every day. For many, it's a normal part of the job. The question is, why do so many Americans continue to work when they're unwell? Working while sick in the U.S. is more than just an occasional occurrence. For many, it's part of a deeply ingrained work culture that prioritizes productivity, often at the expense of personal health. The concept of presenteeism, being physically present at work even when you're not feeling well, is widespread. While this might seem like an isolated phenomenon, it's often driven by a variety of factors, including company policies, cultural expectations, and even the nature of some industries. One key factor is the availability, or lack thereof, of paid sick leave. In fact, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, roughly 25% of private sector workers don't have access to paid sick leave. Without this safety net, many workers feel they have no choice but to show up, even when they're not at their best. In addition, the high demands of American workplaces can make it difficult for employees to take time off. The pace of work often doesn't slow down, and leaving for even a day can create additional stress. Many workers report feeling that taking sick leave might result in falling behind, or worse, the perception that they're not dedicated enough. It's also common for employees to feel pressure from their colleagues or managers to push through. Some may even worry about losing their job or facing negative consequences if they take too much time off. For those who do have paid sick leave, the cultural expectation remains the same. Many don't want to inconvenience their team or let down the company. This often leads to workers coming in with mild symptoms, thinking that a few hours of rest in the office will be enough to get them through the day. In fact, it's not uncommon to see people working while sick in customer-facing jobs like retail or hospitality. In these settings, employees may worry about their ability to meet customer expectations, which often outweighs personal discomfort. The United States is one of the few developed nations without a nationwide standard for paid sick leave. This sets it apart from countries like the United Kingdom or France, where workers are guaranteed paid time off when they're ill. While those countries have robust sick leave policies in place, Americans are often left to navigate a patchwork system of benefits, which can vary widely from one employer to the next. Even for those lucky enough to have paid sick leave, it's not always easy to step away. Many workers are concerned about how their absence might affect their productivity and their team. The American work ethic, which emphasizes responsibility and accountability, can sometimes push individuals to power through illness rather than rest and recover. In blue-collar jobs, the pressure to work through illness is similarly prevalent. In industries like manufacturing or construction, workers may feel their absence would disrupt the workflow, resulting in delays or safety issues. The reliance on manual labor also makes it difficult to take time off, as workers are often directly responsible for their tasks. This cultural expectation isn't only about economics or job security, it's about the perception of strength and dedication. Many Americans are raised to believe that pushing through adversity is part of being a responsible, hard-working individual. Illness is often seen as an inconvenience to be managed rather than a legitimate reason to stop working. And yet, the cost of working through illness can extend beyond personal discomfort. Research shows that presenteeism can lead to long-term health consequences and even lower productivity. But for many, these risks aren't immediately apparent, especially when the focus is on getting the job done. Interestingly, in the age of remote work, the lines between sick days and work days are becoming even more blurred. Many people working from home continue to check emails or complete tasks even when they're not feeling well. The flexibility of remote work can feel like a double-edged sword, allowing for rest, but also creating a sense that one must always be available. This is not to say that there haven't been some shifts in the American work culture. In recent years, companies have begun offering more generous sick leave policies, especially in response to the global pandemic. However, even with these changes, the broader cultural expectation of working through illness often remains intact. In healthcare, for example, where workers are already on the front lines, the idea of taking time off for illness is often met with hesitation. The urgency of the job, along with the critical need for staff, can make it difficult to fully step away even when workers are unwell. It's also important to consider the role of individual choice. While many people feel the pressure to keep working, others simply choose to push through, believing that a mild cold or a bit of fatigue won't interfere with their performance. As the day winds down, the office empties out, leaving behind only the hum of computers. Yet many will return the next day, whether they're feeling better or not. In America, the line between personal health and professional responsibility can often be blurred, leaving workers to balance their well-being with their commitment to the job. And as the world of work continues to evolve, the question remains, what does it mean to take a break when everyone is expected to keep going?